Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and I've got another Auto World one for you here. These are going to be mostly from Premium Release 5, which is definitely one of the more interesting releases from Auto World from a perspective of that they had version A's, version B's, C's, and D's, to which the version A's and B's did not have a notation here as to how limited they were, and then the version C's and D's did have a notation as to how limited they were. And there's Ultra Reds for both A and B version and C and D version. For some of the cars, there's a variation between those, and some of the cars there's not. Anyway, we're not going to get into that too crazily today, because eventually when I complete the series, I'll go ahead and do a video on the whole series as a whole. But let's just take a look at the 10 cars I got for you today. So starting with this one, 1966 Old 442. Again, Premium Release 5. This one is version B, and it's in a ingot silver, I think is what the color was. Very nice looking car. I really got to get something else to hold this camera. All right, so nice looking car for sure. It is a nice color silver. Of course, Auto World, these are all detailed out. There's metal body, metal base, rubber tires, detailed under the hood. And in general, a very good looking car. So this is, like I said, version B. And then I've got a version C to look at, which is this one right here in white. Go ahead and print that one, car number 2. And there it is in white. Looks really good in white. I definitely like it. I think these actually, do they have differing license plates? No, it looks like they do have the same license plate. Sometimes they'll do that with different releases too. They'll change up the license plate depending on what version it's in. I don't think they did that for this release. Auto World's an interesting brand because they have changed it up a bit in how they've released things over the years. They've kind of settled on what they're doing now, but they've done it for a while now. But I mean, one thing they changed up is the Ultra Reds. So now I've got an Ultra Red of this casting too that we can take a look at for our car number 3. Just after we rotate this one around one more time. A little paint flaw right there. Nothing too big. Looking pretty good. For the price, man, Auto World Premium is really the best you can get, considering the fact that you can buy these for $5 at a Walmart if you're lucky enough to find them. All right, so this is the same card as this one here. And we're going to go ahead and open it. Now, this is the Ultra Red for the version A and B. Now, from what I understand, actually, with this one, is there is a variation. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I think when I've searched eBay, I have seen him before. I'll have to actually look for it and get it into my collection. But there is a version. Now, see how this has a black interior? Both version A and B have a black interior. And from what I understand, Auto World's always had black interiors on everything up until you get C and D for this release. Okay, so this is release 5. Everything's had a black interior up until now. And then in release version C and D is where they've started introducing different color interiors. So this one is a red interior. Now, from what I understand, there is a version of this Ultra Red that everything else is the same except for the fact that it's got a red interior. So I need that one. Definitely going to be on the lookout for it. But here is this one here. This Ultra Red is pretty. Very nice looking. No major flaws, just a little bit in the wash that's in the middle of the wheel. It's not perfect there. Other than that, Dr. Olds is looking pretty good. Definitely nice looking. The other thing with these Ultra Reds, there wasn't really any white accenting going on. This is actually just a silver line right here. So it's a pretty car. A very nice looking Ultra Red. I definitely dig it. Lots of confusion around this release though, guys. Lots of confusion. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is version B of this 1966 Chevy Impala SS. So again, it's version B. There is no nothing that says what the car is limited to. Go ahead and pull it out of the packaging. And this is our car number 4. This is in just an enamel, kind of cherry red, kind of deep cherry red color for this Impala. So this is the 66 Impala SS. The license plate's kind of weird. It's like small for the space, which I'm not sure why that is. This one, the hood opens as well, except it doesn't want to open any further past that. And when you get resistance on these things, just don't even bother. We'll see the engine in another car because I guess if we get one that opens, really good. So this was your version B in this cherry red color. And I'm going to say it's good looking. Again, we got black interior on this. Now, I don't think this one, I don't think they changed the interior color up on this one. But here is version C, which is limited to 1836. And it is in a kind of very silverish blue. So we'll go ahead and open that up. Get it there. Get the packaging out of the way. So take a look at that one. So again, we get black interior on this one. The color's got some metal flake to it. It's not just a straight enamel paint job. And it looks pretty good. So detailing wise, it's got basically the same kind of detail. It's the same year car, all that good stuff. It's the same plate on it as well. Let's see if we get the hood to open on this one. There we go. This one opens easy. Ooh, almost too easy. And there's the motor in there. You can kind of see it. It's pretty decent looking. This casting doesn't excite me a whole ton as far as auto world castings goes. I wouldn't put it up to one of my favorites. Neither would I that 442 that I just showed you. But I do have a couple more of these to share. So this is, so we just looked at version C. This is version D, okay, same limited, so 1836. It's limited to that amount. This one is kind of like a brown. Let me get it open here. And Auto World does use, for the most part, factory colors. So they like to release vehicles in options that were actually available to customers when you were able to get these cars. So in that regard, they are very cool that you can get them in all these different colors and factory options or whatever. So this is a nice color. Very nice brown poly. Black interior again on this one. Now this one, I've got the Ultra Red, and we're going to look at it here. This is the Ultra Red from version A or B, but I believe for this particular one, we might as well pull it out right away here. For this particular one, I don't think there's a difference. So the version A and B and the version C and D, doesn't matter what card it's on. I believe the only variation is the card art itself and what card it's on. I don't think there's actually a variation in the casting, or in the deco on the casting, I should say, at all. No difference in the interior, no difference in anything. So this one, really, this is the only one you need to complete this set. Would be, you know, it doesn't matter what card it's on, just get it, because it's the same. I'm not going to try to open up that hood again. I know it will probably open if I force it, but we'll just leave it as is. There's no reason to push our luck. And here it is as an Ultra Red. So we looked at 4 of these Impalas. They all have black interiors. Brown one, red one, So yeah, as far as I know, there is no difference in the two Ultra Reds. If anybody knows differently, please let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, my set of Impalas now is complete. I do have the other, the A version already loose. So from that set, it is complete. So take a look at that. All right, that was car number 7. So we got 3 more to go. These are all going to be the same tooling, but I got kind of a cool, really cool one to look at last. So this one is the Dodge Dart Swinger, 1971. This is version C. It is in kind of a brownish color, kind of close to that color of the Impala that we just looked at a little bit ago. So I'm going to open it up. Get it right there. Now this tooling didn't terribly excite me either, but there's newer versions of it that look absolutely amazing. And actually one of the ones that we're going to take a look at in a second is pretty cool. So this one here, it's a brown. It's actually a deeper brown though than the Chevy color. You can kind of see. But they both have like a kind of a metal flake to it. So it is definitely a good looking car. 71 Dart. Now this one I know for sure there's no difference in the Ultra Red. Here's the Ultra Red right here. By the way, this says new tool. The only thing that was new about this tool, I believe, was the hood. It was different, that ram air intake. So 71 Dodge Dart Swinger. This is the Ultra Red. And I know for a fact that there is no difference in the casting between the versions, whether it's a C and D one or an A or B. And the reason I know that is because I've had both and examined them in person, and there literally is no difference whatsoever. Maybe there's a difference in the production date on the bottom between the two, but I don't think there was. I thought they're all basically produced at the same time. So, but here it is in an Ultra Red. Kind of fun. When these came out, like a lot of people like, is this an Ultra Red? And a lot of people I think were with this one. Is this an Ultra Red? No, it's brown. It's brown. It's not red. This is an Ultra Red. And a pretty decent looking one. The only gripe I have with that one is you can see the trim here is painted on very thick on that side in comparison to how it should look, which is that right there. Other than that, I don't really see any other flaws with it. It's a pretty good looking car. All right, and then finally we're getting away from this release. So these were all release 5, and then this one here, boom. This is a Swinger, Dodge Dart Swinger. It's kind of a standalone guy. I've already opened the standard release of this, which is in black. And you know, now that I think about it, should I show you that? I'm just peeking up here to see if I could easily grab it. And I don't think I can. I'm trying to find it up here. Oh, here it is. All right. Why not? 11 Car Tuesday. So here's the regular release of it right here. So this is Central Pennsylvania's Collector Con. This was an exclusive piece made for that event. The regular vehicle is limited to 1,512. The Ultra Red was limited to only 36 pieces. I don't know if there was an Ultra Raw. I don't think there actually was, but again, I could be completely wrong. However, I don't think it was. It's a really cool looking car. That CPCC logo on the top, it looks okay. The one on the side, it looks awesome. Just really cool. You know, it's a black Dart with that striping and that logo, and it looks pretty good. And then the Ultra is just wild. You got white tires. This is like the one time I really didn't mind the white tires. I think they actually look, I don't know, really cool on this one. Normally I just really don't like that in a chase car, but this thing's just wild as it is for an auto world. Very different. So you got, of course, that same deco pattern. You've got white tires, red lined white tires, which looks somewhat interesting. And again, you got that CPCC logo. And this is just a very rare Ultra Red. maybe you don't consider it a real. Well, I mean, it's real Ultra Red, right? I mean, maybe you don't consider it, part of a regular release or premium release Auto World because it is, basically like a Miho exclusive, but it's CPCC exclusive. So they basically had this promo piece made for. It's like a convention piece, really, made for this particular convention, but it is Auto World license. This is from August 3rd through the 5th in 2018 is when this came out. Now, they are doing it. CPCC is doing another convention piece for the next one, but it's not going to be Auto World. I believe it's going to be a Johnny Lightning car, not an Auto World car, which is good. I thought I was never going to get this. I thought this was going to be a really tough one to get because they're very uncommon, and the people that had them I figured would keep them. I actually found this one at the Hot Wheels convention and got a insane deal on it. Shout out to Tony. All right, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Another 10-Car Tuesday Auto World style. And there we go. What's your favorite one that we looked at? This one's my favorite, of course, just because of the rarity of it. And I just think it's kind of cool. It's out of the ordinary for Auto World. Other than that, I mean, I do like the Dodge Dart Swinger. It's not a casting I really dug to begin with, but it's grown on me quite a bit. And the Impalas are all right. The Olds 442s are all right, but I think out of all of them, the Swingers are pretty cool. I don't know. Did we look at the motor on the Swinger? There's the motor. It's blue. Okay, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Again, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. You can support my channel by visiting the sponsor, masscardisplays.com. Put in the promo code CHAMPION to receive 10% off your order. They make display cases that actually fit all sizes of Auto World castings. So that's what originally made me a fan. So pretty awesome. All right, so thank you guys very much. Have a great day.